coffee brewing as the sun peeks through the haze. Birds are chirping, serenading morning's praise. Front porch creaks as dreams fade away. America's awakened to a brand new day. Old vinyl spinning a sweet old tune. Day starts dancing under a sleepy moon. Loose print smudges on fingers of grace. America's awakened at her own steady pace. Sips of sunshine in a coffee cup. Simple moments lifting spirits up. From the mountains to the sandy shore. Morning in America, want just a little more. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awakened with a heart full of shine. Old vinyl spinning a sweet old tune. Day starts dancing under a sleepy moon. Newsprint smudges on fingers of grace. America's awakened at her own steady pace. Sips of sunshine in a coffee cup. Simple moments lifting spirits up. From the mountains to the sandy shore. Morning in America, wanting just a little more. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awakened with a heart full of shine. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awakened with a heart full of shine. Tractors rumble, fields coming alive. Big wheels turning where hopes and dreams strive. Laughter echoes down the old dirt road. America's awakened to lighten her load. America's awakened to lighten her load.
Good morning. Good morning. How is everyone doing today? I see that we have AVA here first. We got Lady Jen. Good morning. Lady Jen, you sent me a couple things on Discord and I didn't reply to you, and I keep forgetting to mention it. I don't have notifications on Discord. I'm on there. I just rarely go in there. So just FYI, know that if you reach out to me on X or Facebook, let me know. And Instagram, I get notifications for all those. If I took notifications from everything, my phone would be dinging nonstop. So that's why I had to. And with Discord, even though I set it up to only like messages and mentions, it was all crazy. Look at this dog tearing apart my bed. I made my bed this morning. She's just tearing it apart. Crazy dog. Let's see who else is in here. Tammy, good morning. Nancy, good morning. Sounds of Boss's life. I love that you changed that. Good morning. Good morning, vet firefighter. Vet firefighter, I was talking to someone about coming up to your area. I don't know when, but yeah, me and another vet were talking about we want to go up there. Good morning, Joan. Georgie, my bestie. Oh, Georgie and I sent her this thing where a guy, he bought this robot and it was rolling around his place. Actually, you know what? Why am I describing it? I'm just going to pull it up. Because it's funny. And I sent it to her and we were joking about like how much she would annoy me if we did this. And let me make sure the sound is on. Jeanette, good morning. Let me finish up the good mornings and I'll show this. Uh, yep, there's Glory. Karen's books. Good morning. Karen's books. We gotta have you on. Dwayne. Good morning, Dwayne. Dwayne sends me funny stuff. This might be one of the things that Dwayne sent me too. Um, Dwayne sends me a lot, so I always forget. So here it is. Point of view: your girlfriend lives in another country and still manages to annoy you.
What you doing?
What does it look like I'm doing?
You know what I'm supposed to do, right? Here you go. And don't hit me anymore.
Yeah, yeah. If you only knew how much Georgie and I, how much we just text dumb stuff back and forth. Yeah, yeah. TC's got it right. Big dummies. Oh, 100%. 100% we are. Oh, here we go. Something just Jeremy Hales related. Um, this is Return of Service. Jeremy Hales versus them. Received by served on Lisa Weeks on 10 May. Substitute served delivering a true copy of the summons, amended complaint for damages, injunctive relief, exhibits, dates, to Gabriel Weeks' co-resident. Yep, so they've been served. I know people were saying they weren't served. They've been served. There we go. Very quick. I like the shit. Oh my god, yeah. Tommy's another one. Me, Tommy, and Larry Bea were on. Which, by the way, give your prayers to Larry Bea. He's in a rough go with this cancer right now. He's been on the show twice. Please, yeah. Give your prayers to Larry. But the stuff we send to each other. Oh my god. Oh my god. Was Ray served? Yeah, yeah. They, I believe it actually said it in the filing where they're changing his name. I believe it actually said it in there that he was served as John Doe, and that's why they're seeking, and that shows you like the two lawyers who are being sued. They were like, okay, yeah, you want to change his name? We're not going to oppose that. But yet, all the dummies. He did a benefit shindig for Vivek yesterday. Oh, that's awesome. I saw he was back out there doing stuff. But yeah, he hasn't been posting the way he used to. But I know he's been going through more intensive treatment. Also, we want to give our prayers to Tim Walters. He's up in Illinois. Tim, the cancer is back for Tim. So please pray for Tim. Yesterday, I was at the funeral, today I'm going to a memorial service, but yesterday I was at the interment of a veteran and coworker. So please pray for that individual's family. So yeah, lots of people that we have to pray for. Ray rants about him being sued on his channel. Yeah, so he knows. He knows. So service is to make sure that you know. Dodging service, dumbest thing that people can do. Dumbest thing. But as I was saying, the lawyers in that case, they didn't object to the name being changed because at the end of the day, it's just a name change. He's still in the lawsuit, but yet all the people who are not lawyers, they were fighting it. And did you guys see? Apparently, there were some fights between some of the attorneys last night, and I posted, "Too many chiefs, not enough engines." Yeah, you need a lead attorney with that, and yeah, the attorneys are fighting. We yeah. Those of you who watch Lady Jen's channel, you guys may be familiar with Bubbles. This is Bubbles. Bubbles the attorney. And he's made some appearances on their channel. Bubbles doesn't like to talk to me. So yeah, but maybe we've got some stuff planned with Bubbles. The paper on serving Ray was on the docket. However, the second page was not filed, so I figured he was not actually served. Um, here's the thing. I people get very wrapped around the axle about this stuff. He's in the lawsuit, so and he clearly knows about it. So even if he wasn't sued, if he were to try to say, "Well, I wasn't served," okay, well, right here, you know about the lawsuit. You've talked about it. Oh yeah, one of us is Tweedledee and the other one Tweedledum because I've been helping. Um, that's an attack on Mr. Coop. Because me and Mr. Coop, we were talking about uh, tweeting, and apparently, uh, somebody who very somebody who we stopped talking about is still talking about us, still watching us, still very obsessed with us. Go get a therapist. And I have not been hiding that. Yeah, my goal. I was pushing the Twitter account because I was trying to get over 5,000. Uh, and now I have one less metric I need to make before I'm monetized. That will put me on 3 platforms that I'm monetized. Like, that's just smart business. And someone's got a problem with that. Go get a therapist. Me doing stuff on Twitter does not affect you. You are not on Twitter. You need to go get help. You are obsessed with me. And I think you guys can all figure out who it is. Royal Robert's here this morning. Good morning, Robert. Oh, Yankee Bell is in here. Hi, Yankee. Yeah, I was in Megan and Tug's chat last night for a little bit. Uh, I ended up having to get on the phone with some people, though, about some things happening. Um, uh, I just love how people get around boats. And it's like they took a jar of stupidity. Yeah, obsessed with Georgie. Obsessed with Coop, too. Scared of Coop. But now attacking Coop for being on Twitter. Like, how dumb is that? If you make it up this way, let me know. We'll get coffee. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Gary, good morning. Um, Jealousy and hatred is strong in that one, right? Him and his little sidekick get the help they need and move forward. They like we haven't been talking about them. We had that blow up. We moved on. Obsessed. Obsessed. Like they need help. Have they not realized no one wants to work with them? Boats and us. I'm not obsessed with Mikey. He's my ride or die. True. True. No, I think he was saying that he's obsessed with you as well, Georgie. He and her. Like, did they who we having on for the show on Sunday? Um, if I don't know if Ed's in here. Ed wanted to come back on. Um, so I have no problem with Ed coming on. And I'm trying to I got to talk with Ed today. Maybe he can bring his buddy Ken on. Ken is going to be a great interview. A great interview. I don't want to. I've talked with you a little bit about Ken. I got to reach out to him. I've just been so fucking busy. It's been crazy here. If you listen to their voices before they get in the full echo chamber, there you can hear the defeat and despair. Yeah, because no, like they have hurt their channels. They just don't realize they've hurt their channels. They're not growing. Like, they're not growing at all. Coop, Georgie, me, we're all growing. We're doing things that, like, I've probably neglected the YouTube channel a little bit, uh, but I've been focusing on Twitter. Oh, Dwayne, thank you so much. Gifted 10 memberships. Let's see who got them.
I like money.
Dwayne, send me your address, Dwayne. I want to send you some stuff. Let's see. Lady Jen, Georgie, Jessica, Karen's Books, Heroes Chris, Tammy, Penny Williams. Wait, I know a Penny Williams. Is that the Penny Williams I know? Mad Mom, Patrick W, Squishy, Squishy, Squishy. Thank you. Thank you, Dwayne. Congratulations to all of you. No, Tommy, I refuse to latch on to the what the hell stuff. So many more important stories to cover. Yeah, me and TC, we do different stories. And I don't. Oh my, Dwayne has been a member for 3 months.
I like money.
Thank you. I got to turn that one. Oh, it's up pretty loud already. Yeah, me and TC, we do different stories for different things. I have moved. I'm not doing all what the hell stuff for a while there. I was, and a lot of people are chasing views with that, and I'm not gonna do that. I overall I have to look at the health of my channel, and the people who are chasing the views for Jeremy Hales. I am gonna do something that's gonna be very fun that I think will get me a lot of views from What the Hales, but I'm not chasing the views. I'm just gonna do it because it's fun. I'm gonna do it because it's fun. You're gonna ask me what am I doing? Sneak peek. Hi, Bubbles. You like to poke the bear, Skipper? Yeah, sometimes I will. Sometimes I will if I think it's necessary. Not always. Dwayne is amazing and so good to all of us channels. Yeah, he is. Rick Friend, welcome. Did they turn over any discovery? There was stuff filed today. Hold on. Let me see. I didn't look at what it was. So let's see. Plaintiff's response in opposition to defendant David Holmes' claim. No, so that was not. So I don't think they did. And if they didn't, motion for summary judgment. Facts in the case are not in dispute. We all have to protect our mental health. True. I'm gladly answering questions during AMA. Yeah, definitely go to. Do you have that scheduled? Everyone go to TC and put a notification. Skipper is the bear that gets poked. Are you talking bear like I'm a gay man, large gay man? Oh, you and the hubby's 32nd anniversary. Oh, congratulations. Where is the... Tammy, if you would send me your address as well. Don't do it in here. Send it to me offline, either on Facebook or X or something. I'll send you guys something. Oh, you're gonna schedule? There you go, TC. Okay. I got people texting me. Sorry, guys. Not trying to be distracted. Yeah. I think the Jeremy Hale. I'll tell you. I'm gonna be emailing some people about Jeremy Hale's case today. I think there's important things about the case. The fact that it gets me views. There are other cases that I've like there's the one up in Nevada of the female soldier, the National Guardsman who died after they kicked her out for being sexually assaulted. Uh, that's an important case. I'm going to stay on that case. The hard part about that case is getting people to go on the record. With the Jeremy Hales case, Lynette was like I had 7 months of her on the record before I ever did it. So there was no lack of content. And there still isn't a lack of content. That's why all these other channels are doing it. And me doing other stuff, I was actually inspired by The Expert. And if you haven't gone to their channel and subscribed, I'm subscribed to them. I was looking at the stuff. I was like, okay, yeah, he talks about it, but he doesn't focus on it. That's what I want to do. Have to go help a couple of vets. Be right back. Okay. I can't wait for Tommy. Tommy's going to be starting his show, and we are going to support Tommy's show. Quite amusing how folks poke and poke and poke. Then, yeah, exactly. Exactly. We aren't talking about them, but they are like obsessed with us. And then we'll get mad when okay, you want to go down this rabbit hole? Okay, we'll show you the bad shit that they've done. And then they're doing this to us. Shut up. Just shut up and go away. Go get a therapist. The guy that meet the elephant in the woods when he was peeing, and the elephant asked him, "How do you breathe through that thing?" I love that joke. That's a good one. Rusty Ray Hiffs, good morning. There's a bunch that are starting to see what's actually happening. Only Me is really starting to see it, but he wants to protect HG, and like a mother doesn't want to admit their child is wrong. True. I believe. I didn't like that they were timing Only Me out last night. Rosalind Duke was upset about it, and she's a mod for Tug. I was a little bit. I didn't see the things that Only Me was saying as being that bad. They were debatable, but I didn't see it as being that bad. Um, um, Morning thar, Skipper. Yar. Rick Friend, he's been a member for 3 months.
I like money.
I need to increase the volume on those. I got to do it through Audacity. That's the program I use. Madam Mayor sent me the app that she uses on her phone to edit videos, and I got to try that one out. He said that the one comment I saw that got deleted was he said that Jeremy's $3 million that he's requesting in the Fed 2 lawsuit was a slush fund. Hold on. There, you think the people that watch me obsessively and talk about me obsessively would learn to do that? Mute themselves when they cough, sneeze, burp, anything into the mic. But yeah, that was the one comment I saw. There were other things, and some people like Rosalind and others were saying, "Hey, let Only Me, like, if Only Me wants to ask a question, you got to pay super chat to Tug and Megan, which that's pretty normal." Tommy, yeah, I'm definitely learning what not to do. In my case, I have 6 Saturdays and 1 Sunday. People were attacking Only Me instead of letting him see. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, I'll let all those people come in here as long as they play by the rules. I've got no problem if they say something provocative. I'm gonna put it on the screen. I've got no problem debating. This is what people have a problem with. I know I'm a troll. I know I go on to places and I say things that get people pissed off. But debate is about the exchange of information. The people who don't want to debate are not learning. you should be willing to have your worldview challenged. And maybe it's because I was in the military and they taught me to be active aggressive that I can take someone like TC saying, Skipper, you're fucked up. You support, like, he sent me a thing yesterday. This is why I don't support Trump. And I read what he sent and I will listen to it. I will listen to it. Doesn't mean I have to agree. It doesn't mean I have to disagree. Um, but I will always thank him for challenging my worldview. And I think TC, if he's still here, I think he would thank me for challenging his worldview. Um, there are things I think he's absolutely right on. I think there are things that he's wrong on. He'll say that about me. Uh, when you refuse to debate, you're saying you want an echo chamber. You're saying, I'm not going to listen to what everyone else is saying. And what happens then is your ideas stagnate and don't get better. So keep paying troll toll, let them see that if they are jerks. Yeah, exactly. It's money for the host. I honestly, when you're as big as Skipper putting me on blast, no, I'm singing your praises too. You allow people to challenge your worldview, and that makes you smarter. People who debate will always be smarter than those who run or block from debate. Um, they can okay, so Lady Jen, they can bring, and I do want to clarify this. They can bring drama as long as it's not, as long as it's constructive. Like if it's someone of the fleas is trying to tell me I'm wrong, bring that all day long. People who are just trying to trash and attack, I don't care if they attack me, but they're trying to attack other people like Georgie, Coop, TC. Yeah, no, you're out. No attacks. No attacks at all. What do you think about the B-2 planes? Aren't they awesome? They're pretty cool. They're pretty cool. You know, I didn't know this. They have a bathroom in them. I would love to see what one of those bathrooms look like. Uh, so yeah, they have it's probably just a chemical toilet, but I'm just interested. That's the stuff that Skipper gets fascinated about. Uh, whenever I would go to different units in the Marine Corps of units, of like platforms I didn't know a lot, I would always ask to see like the weirdest things, and they'd be like, "Oh, yeah, it's right here," and I'm like, "Oh, okay, yeah." I never knew about that. Uh, cornbread killer. Oh, Lady Jen is not gonna live down the cornbread. No one will ever come on my channel and debate me. It's disappointing. Yeah, there are some people who they just don't want to. Love you guys. I have some adulting to do. Absolutely, I'll be around, Tommy, especially in the afternoon. You're a bully. No, someone saying that is someone who cannot justify their ideas. About the DOJ suing the entire federal court in Maryland. I think they should. In fact, SCOTUS. It's 7 o'clock. Yeah, SCOTUS should be coming out with decisions today. And yeah, we're gonna find out today. Can a federal judge do a nationwide injunction? So Politico saying we may not get the blockbuster opinion everyone's waiting for. Here's why. Oh, I can't wait to see this. This seems like Cope to me. Uh, they're saying that, okay, well, it didn't come up through the normal channels. Yes, it did. The president can ask the Supreme Court, hey, this is an important case, fast track it. That's a right of the presidency. Um, they're saying that the court could forego an opinion and deny the application. Okay, well, that would be a response. I swear to God, some journalists are stupid. Like that would be a response. It's not the final thing. And trust me, the Supreme Court tries not to give final responses every chance they get. Uh, I don't see because because this is an issue, I think Alito and Thomas are absolutely going to push it, and I think they'll probably get Kavanaugh and Roberts and Amy Coney Barrett on board, which would be the 5 that they need. Yeah, I'm friends with a bunch of liberals. I'm they have a right to their opinion. That's what so many people in the Hales case don't realize. Like Jeremy has an opinion, he has a right to it. They think that then when they get sued, they're like, "Oh, that was just opinion." No, if you're out there saying that Jeremy broke laws, that's not an opinion. You're making a declarative statement. Found some fake shampoo bottles for us to sneak. Oh no, no. Here's what Skipper does on ship. I you don't yeah, you're sneaking liquor in, but not they're gonna look at the shampoo bottles and stuff, but you're only getting that much. You're allowed to take wine bottles, 2 wine bottles per person, if I remember correctly. It's either 2 per person or 2 per room. And you empty the wine bottle, and then you fill it with liquor, and then you recork it. You put a new cork, new thing on it. The new thing, like it shrink wraps aboard the thing. And like when I went on my last cruise, yeah, I took rum and rum and whiskey, and yeah, we had a nice little bar set up in the on the cruise. And if we really wanted a mixed drink, um, if someone was going back to the room, hey, go get me, and like they would bring a cup of ice and whiskey, and then we would just fill it and then go to the drink station and get Coca-Cola or whatever. I wondered where the heck Only Me came from. Well, isn't Only Me the one that donated all the money? I don't follow the Lees. Again, people like that, I'm just not gonna follow. Some people do, and it's like you're getting way too much into that. Like I was following John Lynette because it was so funny, the shit they were doing. And you guys are seeing it because they're back posting again. Uh like with her long rant, it's like it's hilarious. Yep, rum, the drink of the pirates. Georgie, don't get it under my skin. I love the Democrat candidate for mayor in New York City. He's brilliant. Do away with police because God knows there's no crime in NYC. He's going to take New York City back to the 1970s. And if you know how bad and how dangerous New York City was in the 1970s, yeah. Jeremy lost his Whatnot contract due to the haters going after his contract. Should be considered NDA. Could Jeremy and Whatnot go after them for business interference? Oh yeah, and Jeremy's already got them for. He's already going after them for tortious interference. This is just additional to it. Um, John called the judge a douchebag. Yep. Yeah, and that's you got to be very careful because with tortious interference, defamation's a very high bar to get over. Tortious interference, very low bar. This is why I've learned this following so many court cases over the years. If what I have in place happens, I'll be here. I won't be in the office every day. And that means I'll be able to cover more court cases. I'll be able to take this show on the road. He was once a follower of Megan and Tug, and then slagged of JC and Elemental P, but then swallowed their BS. Some people get led down the wrong road. You know, you don't have to get mad at them. If they start crossing lines, then you do. But yeah, I don't get mad at anyone for a differing opinion. I'm with you and Rosalind. I was on the phone call the entire stream. I couldn't comment. Yeah, there's oh, Palmer's welcome to the show this morning. If you guys are still doing that thing, let me know if you get it corrected and I'll promote it. Um College football is just around the corner. Oh yeah, I love college football. I love college football. I love going to college football games. I'm not really a big NFL guy. I'll watch it, but I like I'm a Lions fan. We've sucked most of my life, so if the Lions suck, oh well. I'm used to watching NFL with the Lions sucking. NYC is the largest metropolitan police force in the country. If a large police presence prevented crime, why is crime so bad in NYC? Some people don't understand the nature of policing. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. They've all moved away from the Giuliani model, which absolutely made New York safer. It was started by what's his name? Koch. He started like making New York safer. Under Dinkins, it got worse, but then Giuliani came in and cleaned things up. But yeah, this new guy, I don't see it. Would you go and see the hearings in person? Potentially, depending on the cases. And with me being so close to LA, there's some high profile cases. Like if I would have not been in, I would have went to the Menendez brothers hearings. Only because my mom was deep into that case way back when. I want to get that. There's an NBA basketball card where the Menendez brothers are in the picture because they were sitting courtside. I think it was a Houston Rockets player. I want to get that card only for that. I am going to have a busy day, so I might not be as active on stuff. I've got that memorial today, but it's a Friday. Normally, my Fridays are short. We'll see. With that memorial, I might have to be at work longer because that's going to take a large chunk out of my day, and I'll have to get that work caught up. Is there primary voting in New York strange? It's a jungle primary. So the big ones are New York City, um, Louisiana, who really invented the jungle primary system. Uh, Alaska did it and then went away from it. And now California. Jungle primaries are for one party to keep control. That's what they're for. It's all for one party control. And for those of you who disagree, show me an area with a jungle primary where one party control doesn't happen. That's exactly what it's for. Police don't prevent crime and rarely solve crimes. True. New York actually has some of the strongest voter ID laws, which is interesting. No, I did. I showed the video. Couldn't and I said, couldn't you imagine me and Georgie with these? She would be annoying me all day long. Giuliani's broke a window theory. It worked then, but it had to be started all over again. Yeah, it would. Largest part of the problem is the sheer number of laws, codes, and statutes. Yes, the cops do not know or even understand all the codes and statutes. And you see that every day with First Amendment auditors. Do you see what's her name? They call her AR Barbie. I forget the girl's name. She's got that thick head of hair. And she goes to all these events and talks to liberals and whatnot. Well, she was at one of those and they were trying to kick her off. And she was like, no, I have a right here. And she goes, you're making me like it into a First Amendment auditor because that's not what she does. She's a alt-right winger, goes to events, talks to liberals, asks them questions. And yeah, they were trying to kick her off of a public. She was like, this is a public sidewalk. And you're telling me I can't be here. For every new law passed, there should be 2 old laws removed from the books. I don't know if I agree with that. Yeah, I've seen that stuff, Matthew. The letter's funny. It's not going to hold any weight. But I might be doing some stuff that really it won't have an immediate or direct impact, but it will have an eventual impact. Pretty much, I'm going to start. I'm reaching out to journalists in Florida about the Jeremy Hales case. because the federal case is getting so crazy. And if that federal case starts getting media attention, I think we'll see some changes and some movement. Criminalizing things that have no victim. Oh yeah, that's a major problem. Major problem. Absolutely, TC. Dude, I am looking at the time. I am so late right now. I have to get going. Hey guys, thank you so much for being here. I need to get going. You have a great day. I'll be around. I will be around this weekend as well. But to all of you, thank you for being worth serving.
Coffee brewing as the sun peeks through the haze. Birds are chirping, serenading morning's praise. Front porch creaks as dreams fade away. America's awakened to a brand new day. Old vinyl spinning a sweet old tune. Day starts dancing under a sleepy moon. Loose print smudges on fingers of grace. America's awakened at her own steady pace. Sips of sunshine in a coffee cup. Simple moments lifting spirits up. From the mountains to the sandy shore. Morning in America, want just a little more. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awakened with a heart full of shine. Old vinyl spinning a sweet old tune. Day starts dancing under a sleepy moon. Newsprint smudges on fingers of grace. America's awakened at her own steady pace. Sips of sunshine in a coffee cup. Simple moments lifting spirits up. From the mountains to the sandy shore. Morning in America, want just a little more. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awakened with a heart full of shine. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awakened with a heart full of shine. Tractors rumble, fields coming alive. Big wheels turning where hopes and dreams strive. Laughter echoes down the old dirt road. America's awakened to lighten her load. America's awakened to lighten her